won an instant classic in their first matchup against the Saints. Can New Orleans avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Colin Kaepernick.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, my team.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. To throw is Kaepernick. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 4 catches, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 15 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
First down.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Carolina.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Back to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Leak will not bring this one out. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Flushed out right. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So retreating first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about
all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
coming up on a 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. A solid stiff arm. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by Howard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. Back to throw here. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And Carolina scores to cap it off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Leak will not bring this one out. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And he's sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Leak will not bring this one out. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Again, they were targeting Marshall there, and it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A 53-yard attempt.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the deficit. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. He'll drop to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Watt. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And Leak will not bring this one out. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
To throw, Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
1st and 10, 47-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. To throw, Kaepernick. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete as well.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got
know.
thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. 71 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball isn't.
After review of the play, rule on the field is reversed.
So that a good call by John Harbaugh and tossing out that red flag.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw. eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around him.
Touchdown, Panthers!
Terrace Marshall.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Leak will not bring this one out. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Leak will not bring this one out. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Kaepernick now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a third and about 13. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.